Okay, so I see some people are on here. Let me see. Hi, Patricia. How you doing, Patricia? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, Patricia? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh gosh. I hate when that happens, guys. But hi, Lavinia, Notification Gang. Yes, yes, one of my biggest supporters here. All of my biggest supporters are in the building right now. So, guys, today we're going to get into some good tips. This is probably one of the most thorough tip videos ever. Like 10 reasons why your natural hair isn't growing. Like, this is about to be dope. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Put some emojis in the he said Patricia. That's PSR, right? PSR, y'all know I'm not good with names. But see, I knew I wasn't crazy, Kamara. Hey, everybody that's coming in. We're gonna do 10 reasons why your natural hair isn't growing. If you see me look down, I have like notes. Like, you see how many notes I have right now? Like, we about to get lit. We about to dive into these top 10 reasons why your girl is saying you wouldn't have the length you looking for. And disregard this fan in the back. It's hot than a mug in here, so I gotta make sure I'm cool. Hey, TT. Make sure to like the video. Yes. Patricia. Yes. Yes. Make sure to share this video. It's going to be a different thumbnail because I'm going to, edit that after the fact. And we trying to get this video to reach new heights. We trying to get this to reach new heights in the ZCREW family. So make sure you share this video, like this video, comment down below what was your favorite part of this video, or what tip, better yet, which one of these reasons why your natural hair isn't growing did you have to learn to basically start growing your hair long and healthy? Because I know for me, it's a few of these that I even still do to this day. I still do to this day. So we're going to get into the first one. So the first one, hey, May. I see May came in. The first one is you don't know your hair porosity. I'm tired of this hair type and stuff. It's about hair porosity. If you don't know your hair porosity, that could be the reason why your hair not growing. That could be the reason, sis. Hair porosity is an important factor when it comes to learning your natural hair and learning how to moisturize it, how to get that moisture in. So if you don't know your hair porosity and you done been natural for 2, 3, 4 years, that could be the reason why your hair isn't flourishing. Who would agree with that? Thumbs up in the chat if you agree with that. Yes, she said it's hair type of system sucks. Lavinia says, so true. Hair porosity is huge. Yes. Naturally, TT, I know my porosity, but still don't know what products to use for my porosity. Okay, so that's a video idea. I got to make sure to keep note of that and go back. I got to make sure to go back and keep note of that. My mom said her internet is acting crazy. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I got to put my mom on silent, though, because, I'm going to upload this. This going to be, yeah, you get it, Mom. I'm going to have this up after the fact, so I can't have my phone in the background. Let's see. Porosity, throw the whole hair chart away. Yes, throw it all away. Throw the hair chart away. You can have straight hair. You can have curly hair. But if y'all had the same porosity, what does that mean? We're going to get into that in another tip. But the second tip is you don't have a natural hair regimen. Y'all. It took a while for me to even get a natural hair regimen. When I first went natural, when I first did my big chop, I had a regimen, because my hair was short. I shaved it all off. If you guys don't know that, watch my natural hair journey video. That was like a long time ago. But search in the search bar, Naturally Zandra hair journey. And that video will pop up. Disregard the quality on that because that was one of my first videos. But it will show literally me in my journey and like the pictures of me being bald. And if you follow me on Instagram, _ Naturally Zandra, you probably already know that. that I shaved my hair bald, and all I had to do was spray my hair with water every day, and that was my regimen, right? And I would wash my hair like once every 2 weeks. If you don't have a consistent regimen, you're not going to be able to assess what works and what doesn't work. So for me, it was one point of my natural hair journey, maybe like a year ago, where I wasn't doing things consistently. I was switching up every single method. Like one wash day, I was sectioning my hair in 4 sections. The next wash day, I was shampooing my hair in 1 section. Like you can't understand what's working, what's not working if you keep switching it up. So stick to a consistent regimen. Regimens are everything, Lavinia says. Yes. May says that's the key. Yes. Key alert. Patricia, yes, when you find the right regimen, stick to it. Yes. TT, I mean, does washing weekly, is that a regimen? Yes, that is. Yes, that is. If that's part of your regimen and you do that every week, that's your regimen. And if it's working for you, obviously it's working for TT because, you know, her hair is goals, but it's working for you. So that's your part of your regimen. Don't switch it up. Don't switch it. Like if you wash weekly and your hair is used to that moisture every week, don't switch it up. Because if you switch it up, or if you do switch it up, because let's say maybe you know, having more of a busier time in your life, and you know, you're doing all this work, you're doing all this stuff to balance your life. I would recommend to change only one thing about your regimen. So if you do weekly washes and then you do all this other stuff that's consistent, change up one of those. So start washing every 2 weeks. And then when you do that for a couple weeks, you can say, okay, I switched it to every 2 weeks. Did this affect the quality of my hair? Is my hair in a worse state or is it in the same state? Because if it's in the same state that it was washing weekly, that means that you can go 2 weeks, right? Because for me, I can go 2 weeks. But I prefer to go every week. So I know, like, if I went 2 weeks, the chance of me having more knots and tangles would be higher, but I can get away with the moisture side of it. But I know for me, I get more tangles, right? If I wait longer, so I wash every week. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see. But also your hair changes every 6 to 12 months. That depends on the person. Because, you know, everybody, okay, so people say, you know how you watch videos and you see like people that have like these harsh protein treatments or they have this intense moisture regimen. Everything with your hair grows from within. So everybody's protein levels are not the same, like inside and outside. So if you require you're saying your hair change every 6 to 12 months, that could be because of the seasons. Your body using up more different nutrients during the summer months than they are the winter months. And your hair does require different things in different seasons, which I'm going to film more videos of, like how to prepare your hair for the fall and winter type weathers, because everything is different in the cooler months if you have cooler seasons. Okay, let's see. TT, if I missed some comments, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to try to get through this. TT says, bet. LOL, some people have like a super long list of things they do. Less is more. Yes. Yes, less is more. Me, I think I need to start washing my hair twice a week, but I don't have the time. So that's when you need to evaluate with yourself. Why do you feel you need it twice a week? Like, is it because it's dry? Is it because it's getting tangled easier? Is it because you notice product buildup? There are products out here that help you get through a week. So in my opinion, you should not be washing your hair multiple times a week for type 4 hair. It should be like you shampoo, like if you have weekly shampoo, you shampoo once a week, and then you can co-wash, right? Because co-wash is removing the buildup from your scalp and like a little bit from your hair. And then that gives you an extended time. I do that sometimes, but not a lot, because it's not really cleaning your hair the way you need it to be clean. But it is a way for you to expand, especially if you work out and you're more active and things like that, and you notice your scalp getting itchy. But to be honest with you, it's other products. Like, I got a product right here. Let me grab it. This product is what I put on my Instagram. If you guys follow me there, I put this up and said, would you guys want a review on this? This is not the review, but I'm going to tell you guys what I've been using that helps with like dry scalp and give me like relief. Because sometimes like my hair gets, it gets itchy because either it's not mostly because it's dirty. Because when I wash my hair, I don't have any dirt that comes off my hair, like ever. I don't, I don't know what's up with my hair, but I have to be like at least 2 weeks plus for my hair to get dirt. So I know that it's from my scalp. My scalp is not moisturized, or it's like maybe I put product on my scalp accidentally. This product is amazing. This is the Texture ID Dry Hair Scalp Relief, and it's with eucalyptus. Eucalyptus, I don't know. It's with, I know my camera on my iMac is trash. Y'all need to upgrade that. But it's some type of ingredient. I know it's backwards too, but it's you, not you. It's EUCALYPTUS. And it's a soothing scalp mist. And it has peppermint oil, aloe vera, and ginger. It's for all hair types. It replenishes moisture and soothes dry scalp. So for me, I notice like wash day, when I wash my hair and I'm like really getting in my scalp be dry. But my scalp is not dry to the point of having dandruff. It's dry to where it starts to itch. So like right now, I notice it's itching a little bit right here. So I will spray that, right? Part my hair. I can't part it really good. Well, I can do it now. Let's see. Part it. And it has this type of nozzle. I have the protection thing on there too. So take that off. Part it. Spray it and then massage it in, right? So I did a little light work right there. Light work. I got to get to these tips. But that's just an example of how you can like extend your wash days. Like you don't have to always shampoo because our hair needs that moisture. Okay, yes, diet is so let me go. We got a few comments. Lavinia says it's so true. I literally about to use one product in protective style. Yes. You don't need, like, especially with us with if you have fine hair, you don't need 4 or 5 products to style your hair. Like, for example, the Mayel Hawaiian Ginger hair butter. You know, they have that collection. They have the leave-in, they have the hair butter, they have the gel. I don't need to use the leave-in, the hair butter, and the gel if I do a wash and go. I just need the butter and the gel, or the leave-in and the gel. I don't need 3 different combinations. So it depends on what your hair is, what your hair density is, what your hair porosity is. It depends a lot of that. Okay, my face starts to break out going 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Yeah, we talk about that in the DMs because I have sensitive skin, I have sensitive scalp. I just found out, and I never knew. But let's see. Naturally TT as I am co-wash is the best co-wash, regardless of what Xandra will say when she sees this comment. I was just reading it as I was reading as I am. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I can't. I'm not going to agree with TT on that. She already knows Eden Body Works co-wash is the best co-wash. Hands down, period. Period, poo. No, but as I am does not work well for your girl. I don't know why. It's moisturizing. But does it actually clean my scalp? I can't vouch for that. Okay, let's see. May, yes, I need more info on the seasons. Okay, I have more shedding. Yes. So shedding, it's like we got to be doctors. We got to be doctors with our hair because shedding can mean a bunch of different reasons. It can mean, you need a trim. It can mean you need more protein. It can mean different things. So, man, that's going to have to be a whole separate video. Let's see. Oh, Texture ID. I've been meaning to try that out, but I'm concerned about the ingredients. Okay. Yeah, girl. But look into it, though, because I know you particular about ingredients, and I'm getting up there with you because I wasn't always like that. But Texture ID has different collections now. So they have the Curls collection. They have their original that people was raving about, like Kimberly Sherrill. That cream that a lot of people use for wash and goes. African Beauty also loves their cream from their original line, but they have different lines now. I went in Sally Beauty in Akron, which Akron is basically a city that's south of Cleveland, Ohio, which I'm born and raised most of my life in Cleveland, Ohio. So I went there because my mom lives there, and I went to their Sally Beauty, and I seen it was like at least 5 Texture ID collections. I was like, oh. So maybe check out their other collections. Fine Natural Hair Rocks. Let's see. Yes, Eden Body Works Coconut Shea Co-Wash and the Papaya one. Papaya. I don't even know if I said that right. Man, you could tell that my ancestor was from Georgia. Man, the love. I love As I Am. Yes. Okay. So you're gonna just shake. Okay. So you're gonna just title that As I Am co-wash as the best one. Okay. You going with the flow. Okay. So I'm gonna pick up with the tips, guys. So I'm gonna get to number 3. Number 3 is you aren't properly moisturizing your hair. Yeah, if you're not properly moisturizing your hair is not going to make it to 7 days of moisture. Because basically, if I have good products, I can let you guys know this. With me having low porosity, fine hair, and I have high density, if I don't make it to 7 days of moisture, those products didn't work for my hair, or the way that I did my hair, the technique I used to seal in that moisture didn't work. So I have 2 different ways that I've been testing out recently. Normally, if you guys don't know me, I wash my hair, right? I shampoo my hair in 4 sections. And then I apply my deep conditioner. I apply it with heat outside of the shower. I use like one of those hot head caps, or I use my steamer, which I used last wash day, my Q Reduce steamer. I made a video on that. It's on my channel. Search Naturally Xandra Q Reduce steamer. But basically, I choose whether I want to apply leave-in in the shower or if I want to apply it outside of the shower. I've done an experiment for the past, not this last wash day, but the 2 wash days before that. So 2 weeks in a row, I experimented with not applying my leave-in in the shower. And what I found is my moisture does not last that way, because low porosity, the heat is the source of getting that moisture in with low porosity. So if I don't apply it in the shower, my moisture is not going to be over 1,000. It's not going to last 7 days. It's not going to last 7 days in the summer. It's not going to last 7 days in the winter. So I noticed that, right? So this wash day, I got the moisture on deck, right? So I had the moisture on deck. Sorry, guys. I had the moisture on deck. But if my moisture still doesn't last, even if I do my regular technique of applying leave-in in the shower, that means the products are not for me. They are for me, sis. Like, if a product is drying out your hair, if you know it's like day 2 is dry, you either didn't apply it in the right manner, or that product is trash and it's not for your hair. I'm not going to say it's trash. It's just not good for you. So when we say trash, we don't mean the product is trash, unless it's really trash. But we mean that it may not work for your hair. So let's see. Do a video about moisturizing versus hydrating your hair. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's the same thing to me. I know some people say it's different. It's the same thing to me. Hydrating and moisturizing your hair is the same thing to me. Now, people that differentiate between those two, those are people that's going deeper into it. So moisturizing means that the moisture is actually staying in your hair. Hydrating means that, okay, you can hydrate your hair by just putting water on it. You can hydrate it by just putting water on it, but it's not actually staying in your hair. So in that way, I do know the breakdown of it, but I don't feel, how do I put it? That it's different, but it's not enough for me to make a specific video on that, because I feel it's the same thing. Like, I feel like I would make a video, which I actually did. If you search Naturally Xandra moisture training, I made a whole video on how to moisture train your hair. Y'all ain't know that, did y'all? A whole video, sis. A whole video. Have you been catching up with your Naturally Xandra videos? And that's one of my top ranked videos on my channel. Like, as far as growth, click-through rate, all that. It's one of my top rated videos. So go check out that video, man. Go check out that video. Okay, let's see. As I Am is a good co-wash, but I don't co-wash anymore. Always been a shampoo. Yes, Patricia. Like, co-washing isn't a necessity. Like, I notice probably more in the winter months, I typically co-wash, but I really don't feel the need to. Like, if my products do good and they keep my hair moisturized, there's no need for me to go and add something else. Okay, let's see. Lavinia, Kamara said, Lavinia, grab the collab lippies when you go to Sally. Oh, yeah, they're having a side conversation. Sounds like I'll be going to Sally's for fun tomorrow, Lavinia said. Oh my gosh. The guy got her started, y'all. Let's see. Give us the business. What's the proper way? Type that again, May, because I was talking while, girl like to talk, but specify what you mean by what's the proper way. Patricia, yes, I put the leave-in the shower and put on a shower cap. Yes. I don't know if you guys seen the collab video I did. Did y'all see the collab video I did with girl Milani? We swap routines, right? We swap routines. Go look at her results from my routine of applying leave-in in the shower. She said her hair was on, the moisture was over 1,000. That's what she said. I'm just saying what she said. Cantu is straight trash. Some products will try to make it seem like it's moisturizing your hair, but then over time, they will start to dry out your hair because the ingredients that are in those products are blocking your ability to get that moisture in. So even if you spray water on your hair, you will notice it start to repel the water. You like, wait a minute. Now that could be either buildup or it can be ingredients from certain products that's blocking your hair ability to absorb that moisture. That's a whole nother separate video if you guys want me to do that. Comment in the comments of YouTube, like this video particularly, comment like ideas. Always, guys, if you have any suggestions or like anything triggered you, like what you would want to know, what you feel I would be able to help you on, comment that in the comment section. Comment that, and then if you like that comment and you agree with it, instead of making another comment, just like that comment. Because if I see you a topic has 10 likes, of course I'm gonna do a video for you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so no more new comments. So I'm gonna get to the next one. Number 4 is you aren't maintaining protein within your natural hair strands. Man, I'm gonna say this, guys. Protein and moisture balance is one of the most important parts that I've learned. Once you start to master your hair, and you know all these things from the top of your hair, right? I'm talking to you guys now, and I could spit this from the top of my head. But one thing that we did not talk about in the natural hair community for a long time, we're just not starting to talk about it. And you probably notice your favorite YouTuber is starting to talk about this more too. Moisture training your hair, protein overload, moisture overload, like all those issues stem from not maintaining protein within your hair. So your hair is made of protein. Your hair strands is made of keratin. So every hair type needs protein. And I remember a period of time, maybe a year ago, I felt that I didn't need protein, like only like in deep conditioners, right? Then I realized, wait a minute, sis, like your moisture routine is over 1,000. So you need to be putting more protein. You need to be putting a little bit of heavier protein on your hair, because what happens is once your moisture game is over 1,000, you will notice that your hair will start to be more limp. It won't bounce back as easy, and it will just be like mushy. It won't be like that poppage. Like if you pull your hair like this and it pops back, see how my hair, it pops back. It doesn't go all the way back because I have a lot of product on my hair right now. But when I do my wash day, right, my hair is fully cleansed. That's the way to really test it. So when you're on wash day, you pull your hair out, right? And you see if it pops back in place. If it does not, you could need a little bit of protein, but don't go heavy with the protein, guys, because you don't want more. You don't want protein overload. Moisture overload is fixable easier than protein overload. Protein overload, you need at least 2 wash days after that to kind of like only moisturizing products to get it back. And if you go too left, like you know how people was doing those rice water treatments. I'm sorry, guys. The rice water treatments is good. A coworker, no, not a coworker, a school counselor friend of mine in the district that I work in, she asked me about rice water. And she said, is rice water good? Like, how often should I do it? I'm like, I will have to look at your hair to find out your moisture protein balance, because I have to warn you, rice water is good and all, but you don't want to go too far because your hair gonna be breaking off. That's what I just straight up told her. Like, your hair will break off. And you've seen that in the videos, guys. I don't know if you've seen it in the streets. About 6 months to a year ago, it was crazy. People was losing hair. And I was looking back when I seen everybody doing it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. No. And if I do, I'm only doing it once every blue moon because protein, you need it, but you don't need that much of it. You don't need to do it every single wash day unless your hair is like moisture overload levels. Like if it's moisture overload, you need to at least 1 or 2 wash days in a row, you need to be putting protein on there. But let's see what the comments saying. Yeah, I'm slacking on the protein. Oh yeah, sis, you got to get it up. We got to get you up there. If you're just coming in, make sure to like this live stream, share with your friends, and this will be available for replay. Yes, it was a pretty popular for the relaxed community and the rise of the natural hair movement when they jumped in the bandwagon. Yes. Cantu products. Cantu products. Yep, that's exactly what happened to my hair. Yes, I know, girl. The struggle of protein. I've had protein overload and I've had moisture overload. But my moisture overload wasn't as excessive as some other people may. Like my hair wasn't super mushy. It was just like overly, like not bouncing back as easily. Like it would be like, not like I had a relaxer, but it was like, you could tell my curls weren't popping. And I didn't figure out it was protein until I started to research more and see like, okay, if your hair breaking off, like by you just trolling it, maybe you need to up your maybe you need to up your protein. And sometimes I feel like when we don't document our journey, it makes it harder for us to recall what we did a particular wash day. So for me, my job demands a lot of organization. So any organization outside of my job is where I'm having a challenge now because it's like, oh my God, there's so much information. But there's actually an app. Let me see if I can find it. It's an app, 2 apps that I found. I'm gonna tell you guys which one I prefer, but the first one is called Hair Journal. It's on the Apple App Store. I can only speak from Apple because, you know, I got an iPhone, but it's called Hair Journal, and it lets you take progress pictures. You can take like, you could take notes of like what's in your stash and what you rate it. Like each particular product, you can record like certain dates on a calendar. Like if you have a wash day on a particular day, you can take notes and take pictures and add it to that log. I was doing that for about a week or 2 weeks and I fell off. So don't be me. Keep on track with it. I did the rice water. Yes. So what my mom is talking about, I got her to purchase the Mayel rice water collection. That collection, people was bashing that collection, y'all, but I'm going to keep it all the way a stack with you. Some people weren't using it right. I'm going to just say it. Some people weren't using it right, and that's why their hair wasn't responding well to it. Like the moisturizer, I read the directions, right? And the moisturizer says it could be used as a one-stop product, right? So you only need that product. You don't need 2 products, like, because they make these products for curly hair and coily hair and kinky hair. So you don't need another product on top of that. Now you can, but you should do the test on your hand to make sure that it mixes well, because if it don't mix well, it's gonna flake. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. That collection is probably the best collection that I found for protein so far. Like, I have so many videos to record, guys, because I have so many products. Like, I can make a video about my favorite protein deep conditioners, my favorite moisture deep conditioners. It's so many things. So just know that even with these tips, there are going to be videos coming forward, but I need you guys to help me out of what you want to see the most and the fastest. Because, you know, if you prefer something more recent, then let me know. Because if I get more popular votes, then I know to record that in my next session. I like the rice water tonic from Soultanicals. See, I haven't tried Soultanicals. You already know how I feel about that, guys. But the price of Soultanicals is ridiculous, in my opinion. It's like up there. And then also they're never available. So I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to try Soultanicals, but I'm hoping to get it one day. But what products are you thinking of revealing? You'll have to see in the video, Lavinia. When I break out the video, you'll be able to see all the products I recommend from protein. all the products I recommend for moisture. Like I can split these up to like at least 10, 20 videos. It's a lot of video ideas that I have, but I just have to write it down. So organization is key, guys. But let me get to the next tip. So number 5, wait, I have one more tip for nope, that I got it. I covered. Never mind. Number 5, you are using products that don't work for your hair. If a product makes your hair feel dry every time you use it, it is probably not for you. Remember I said that earlier, guys. That's actually a tip I put down. Ditch the products that do nothing for your hair. So for me, I used what product was that? African Pride. I use African Pride's leave-in conditioner, and I use their cream, right? So I use the leave-in for my moisture, and I use the cream for my sealant. My hair did not last with moisture after that routine. Now, that's not because those products don't work, because they worked for me before, but that could also mean that I need a trim, which if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm getting a curly cut tomorrow. So I do need a trim, which explains why that didn't last, right? Because the roots were moisturized, but the ends were not. So that's how you have to really like investigate, analyze, assess your hair, document what's working and what's not working, so you don't like misdiagnose certain things. Let's see. So we're gonna go to number 6. Number 6 is you aren't deep conditioning regularly. So I put a note here. I said, remember tip 3 about moisture, which was you aren't properly moisturizing your hair. So moisture is very, very important. It's very, very important, especially with type 4 hair. And, you know, I speak from type 4 hair because I have type 4 hair, but this really applies to any hair type. So I even say for straight hair, you should be deep conditioning regularly. Maybe not as regularly as someone with type 4 hair, but it still needs to be in your routine. It still needs to be in your regimen because it's still important. This moisture is going to help you to drastically help with moisture retention. And I would say to make sure to use heat. I don't care if you have low porosity, normal porosity, whatever. That will help for the moisture to get deeper in your hair strands, right? So you want to make sure you always deep condition regularly, whatever that means for you. So regularly can mean every wash day, every other wash day. Just really assess your hair to see when you may need moisture. Moisture signs that you may need moisture may be like your hair is dry, if it's cooler months. What's something else I notice when I need moisture? You know, some more breakage. So breakage is kind of difficult because it could be moisture or it could be protein. I want to be transparent with you guys. It may not be moisture, it may be protein. But that's why you need to really like, let me just speak about this for a second. Don't rely on a hairstylist or a YouTuber completely to like help you with your natural hair. What I mean by that is I use YouTube as a guideline for me to notice maybe some things they didn't do right or some tips that they have that they're expertise in because they've experienced those things, or they're like, if their hair is growing, you know, their lymph retention is really good. I'm more likely to take advice from those type of YouTubers because I see that you're being honest about your journey. This is what it's all about, guys. It's not about who's more expertise in natural hair than the other person, because all of us are at different levels in our journey. All of us have different things to bring, kind of like life. Like everybody has their own path with life. Everybody has their own natural hair journey. Not everybody shaved their hair bald when they first went natural like me. Not everybody went straight natural. Some people transition. So when you go to YouTubers, you're looking at them at different stages of their natural hair journey. And you really just have to look at it as entertainment and look at it as, okay, with everything that I know and I already know works for my hair, what does this person bring additional for me to master my hair? Does that make sense? That's the way I look at it, at least. Just a tip. But don't be afraid to get that moisture in your hair, guys. Okay, so we're going to go to tip number 8. So we have 2 more tips after this tip, and then we'll be done. Make sure to like this video if you, really enjoy these tips. I think these tips are very helpful, and I wish I was told these tips before, you know, I wish I was told these tips before. But actually, so I'm on 7, so there are 3 more tips because I have 10 tips total. So number 7, you are using the wrong tools for detangling. And I know Lavinia, if she's still in here, we had a conversation about this, of the Felicia Leatherwood brush, of like for our fine hair, right? For our fine hair is not necessarily delicate on our hair strands. So we have to really assess that and say, okay, we have to narrow everything else out of eliminate every other choice and see if that is the perpetrator for like split ends, for breakage, for all of that. That's what you have to do. You have to isolate to one area. Like maybe you do everything, like your top products that you love for your hair, that work for your hair. Use that in a test type of wash day. So use your most valuable products, the ones that work for your hair. And as you proceed through that wash day, use a separate detangling tool that you think may be a culprit, right? So I'm using one of my favorite shampoo, conditioners, and masks is the Mael shampoo, pomegranate and honey, the Mael deep conditioner, and I like their leave-in and things like that. So if I use all their products and then I use only the Felicia Leatherwood brush, and I notice like my hair is not cooperating well, that could mean that brush is not working well for my hair and it's causing issues for me. Okay, thank you, girl. Thank you for letting me know. But that could be the culprit for why your hair is not performing well. So if you are trying out a new brush, maybe do your favorite routine and then switch up the brush that you use. So instead of Felicia Leatherwood, use maybe the Tangle Teaser. If the Tangle Teaser still give you the same results of breakage or shedding or whatever, switch it up. Go to your fingers. And then eventually you will know what works for your hair. You will know how your hair works. For me, I've noticed the Tangle Teaser is good for smoothing my hair cuticles, right? So if you have any style like a flexi rod set, perm rod set, Tangle Teaser is really good to use. I should make a video on what tool to use for what style, but see, I told you it's a lot of video ideas. So the Tangle Teaser I use for soothing. My fingers work really well for detangling, but it's not like I wouldn't just finger detangle and then go straight to styling. I've tried that before in a Mael video that I did. The one I did with the pomegranate and the honey collection, and I used the leave-in conditioner and their curl sculpting custard. That was a disaster. Like that video would be coming a wash and go. I tried that with that. I tried it with another hairstyle. It does not work for me. If I finger detangle, I need to finger detangle and then follow up with a non-abrasive detangling tool. And there's so many tools. There's Tangle Teaser, there's Tangle Teaser Ultimate, is Tangle Teaser Deluxe, like a deluxe version where it's bigger, which I prefer. If I'm going to smooth my hair. If I'm going to smooth my hair, I'm going to use the Tangle Teaser bigger version because it's more volume. I don't have it with me now because this isn't the premise of this video, but if you guys want that video, I can show you all my brushes. I actually have a new brush, which I don't even know how to pronounce, but it's the brush comb it starts with a K. I wish I knew how to pronounce it, but I don't. I'm going to have to show you guys. I'm going to do a video review of it when it comes in the mail. Not this wash day, but my next wash day, I'm going to use it. So stay tuned for that video. Let's see. So we're going to get into the next tip. Number 8 is you are scared to trim your ends when they need to be cut. Yeah, guys, I used to be that person. I used to be scared to trim my ends. I used to be scared because I don't want to lose the length, right? But the problem is split ends leads to more split ends. And it's really a never-ending cycle, guys. Like, I just realized something about my hair journey that I feel will help somebody in this live stream. And I had a period of time where I was battling a lot with split ends, right? And it's because I was doing my own split ends. Because I was battling a lot of split ends, and it was because basically my moisture protein balance wasn't good. Remember I talked about if your hair is easily sustainable to like breakage, shedding, things like that, that could mean you need protein. But I'm gonna take it even further. So if your hair is already split and is not balanced properly with moisture and protein, it's going to cause split ends. I'm gonna say it again. If your hair moisture protein balance is not good, it can cause split ends. And then if you detangle your hair on those split ends, that will cause more split ends. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Somewhat. So I'm dealing with that, and then I'm dealing with the fact that there are different techniques for cutting your hair and trimming your hair. So what I typically did would work for me is blow drying my hair with my Rev Air, and then cutting it by layer in sections. Because my hair is layered. My back is the longest, probably comes like right here. And then my front is like maybe right here. So you see, that's a big layer. That's like from here to here. Like it literally goes like that. It goes like shaped like this down. So with that, I tried to trim my hair in a different technique and it didn't work, and it caused uneven split ends. So when it got uneven split ends, that means the stylist or whoever you're going to, or when you cut your hair, you're going to have to cut more than what you would typically cut, because now your hair is uneven with split ends. So some areas of your splits are going to be higher than others. So you have to cut it evenly. I hope that makes sense. But I've noticed that if you detangle your hair on split ends, it's going to create more split ends and more breakage, essentially, unfortunately. My mom gets mad at me because I trim my hair, but please in the comments vouch for me that you need to cut your split ends, guys. Like, you have to. Okay, Lavinia, gotta go. Great vid, girl. I'll look out for the video upload. Yes, thank you, girl. Thank you for stopping by. Patricia, yep, I didn't go to the hair salon since last year. I went for a trim. It turned into more a cut. Yep. Yep. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but that's the case. If you wait, I keep telling mom, I do my mom's hair, right? And my mom don't want to trim. Can y'all let her know? Can y'all let her know that you gotta trim your hair regularly? It doesn't have to be a set time, but it has to be according to what your hair needs. Yes. But the stylists do like to cut your hair down. They do like to cut your hair, but that's why you need to really search for the right stylist. And also stylists need to be liable for clients that they mess up. So like, I don't know why this isn't here. I don't know if it's even available, but it needs to be some type of registry to like keep you know how kind of like license when you like run a red light or do whatever and get pulled over. It needs to be a registry for hair stylists that get docked points for doing things like that, because people need to know. Like, if you're messing up people's hair, we need to know, because it's really a lot of trust you put in a hairstylist, because our hair is our main image. So yeah, I ain't gonna even get into that. But I am trusting a stylist tomorrow, and I'm hoping I texted her to ask if it's okay to vlog. So that video, hopefully I will be able to come bring it out. But if she says no, then I won't be able to release it. But yeah, I'm gonna just try to like document if she doesn't let me record in the salon, I'll try to document like my thoughts after the salon and before the salon, like my emotions, how I'm feeling, like a check-in within a week to see like if it's doing good. Because like a week or two after that, after this weekend, I'm planning on installing the protective style. I'm planning on doing crochet twists. So if my hair, when I blow it out, is uneven and stuff, when I do a blowout, that's important to know, right? Because I know a lot of people may question that of like curly cut versus blowout. When you go back to a blowout of straight hair or flat iron hair, will it be even or will it be messed up and jacked up? That's what I'm really worried about. Okay, let's see. Better Business Bureau if you go to salon. Okay, I'll do that, Mom, because I didn't even think about that, because I always used to threaten to go to Better Business Bureau on companies, but I didn't think about it in salon. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. But I honestly, Better Business Bureau, I feel like that's not enough for them. I feel like they need to be penalized more. Maybe like you need to refund money. You need to be like charged money for you messing up somebody's hair. Like, I've heard people slipping relaxers in their hair. I've heard so much stuff about like stylists. So I need you like to run my money or run my fade. Like I I need you to run the money and run some additional money for, like, if I was to go to salon hypothetically and my hair was damaged in any capacity and my hair was cut more than what I said, I would have to like really like sue you for that. Like I would have to go to take you to court on that. For real. Like I don't play about my hair. So that's open a can of worms. Yes, it's gonna open a can of worms, but you got to make sure you doing people hair with integrity. You got to make sure you're doing it with integrity. Let's see. So we have two more tips. Number 9 is you don't protective style enough. I noticed this. Remember I said this thing where I had split ends, right? I wasn't protective styling enough. And fine hair, I speak from that because I have fine hair, but I also can apply these tips to other, hair densities and hair strand sizes, like, thicker hair strands and things like that. If you don't protective style, you're not giving your hair a chance to rest, to retain length without manipulation. So every wash day when we're shampooing, detangling, all that stuff, our hair isn't meant for that. That's why from our culture, our Black African American culture, we did a lot of braids and things like that because it helps to shield your hair, protect it from the heat, protect it from the humidity. Why am I saying it wrong? Oh God! See, guys, I can out myself. It protects it from the elements of the heat and the cold and things like that because those elements with your hair really affect the health of your hair strands. So protective styles are protective if they are fully covering your ends and leading, so it's manipulative, it's not as manipulative, and it's protecting your ends. That's what a protective style is. And this leads into tip number 10, which is the last tip. You are always planning your hair. So the protective style helps with this part, but you are always planning your hair. This causes unnecessary breakage, and I am guilty of this, guys. I love to play in my hair. I love to play in my hair. But I like over the months, over the years, I've started to like dwindle down on that. And if I get the urge of like more anxiety, a lot of that comes from anxiety, guys, when you play in your hair. So for me to help with that, I put a protective style in because that stops me from playing in my hair. So you put a protective style in. Typically, it's like 4 weeks. Depends on the style. Like for me, I don't know if you guys saw, but I did faux locks, crochet faux locks. And the next time I do it, I will film it. The next protective style I do, I'm gonna film it because I know it's gonna come out bomb. Because I've seen what I can do, and without having those nerves of like anxiety of like filming. Because sometimes filming brings anxiety because I want to make sure it's perfect for you guys to like learn from it. And like, why would I film a tutorial on how to do something if I don't do it right? Right? Like, so I'm gonna film a video when I do the crochet twist, so you guys will see. I'm really good at crochet twist because I've had practice with it, but I'm not perfect. So I'm not a professional. I'm just experienced as a naturalista. Let's see. So number 10, I said was you are playing your hair. The more you play in your hair, the more dry your hair will become, which causes breakage. And the more you will get breakage, the more you get breakage, the more you're going to cause split ends. And that's not cute. That's not cute to have, you having all this length, right? But you always planning your hair, and then all of a sudden, all you losing that length because you planning your hair. If you choose to follow the rules of cutting your hair when you need to get it trimmed. So you may notice that you can still grow hair with split ends, but over the course of like the years you take to build that length, you eventually going to have to cut those split ends because it's going to start to affect your growth. And your ends are going to start to look frayed at the end. It's going to look like it's going to look so thin to the point of like, you're not going to even think it's cute no more. So please make sure to follow these tips and make sure you're retaining your hair. I know some of these tips, even me, I have to like narrow down on. You're not going to be perfect within this natural hair journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about, really embracing your natural hair, embracing all that it is to be natural and to have your hair, not trying to mimic what somebody else has. Like your hair may not be able to curl like that person. Your hair may not be able to grow to the lengths of that person. many things into play. These are all things that you can do outside of genetics, because genetics you have no control over. You have no control over a lot of things with hair growth, but these things did help me within my journey. I hope they helped you. Thank you so much for attending. And I'm going to open the floor before I get off. I'm going to try to hit an hour mark. Does anyone have any questions? Because I see we have 5 people. Some people had to go, which I completely understand. This video will be available for replay. Make sure to like this stream if you're still here before you leave. Help your girl out. And comment down below what was your favorite tip, or what do you feel helped you the most. Not from me, because you've been doing your natural hair journey for a while now. Some of you may be new to it when you watch this. But what tip correlates most with your natural hair journey that you heard from me? If you have to replay this, then go back and replay it. But it was 10 tips here how to grow your natural hair. Basically 10 tips of why your natural hair may not be growing or retaining length. So no questions. I tried to make it to 60 minutes, but I don't want to keep going on if nobody is in the chat, because everybody kind of depleted away. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do want to check out some other videos, I have a playlist that I'm going to link above here, where you'll get to see natural hair tips like hair porosity, maintaining moisture training, my natural hair journey, my disaster I had like last year with a bunch of split ends, like all the teases. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be a lifestyle video. It's going to be a video of Thinks period panties. It's my period panties review. That video is going to be really in depth, and you ain't going to want to use no tampons and pads after this video. Trust me, sis. But I'll see you in the next video. Bye.